We are here at Blue Sky Studios for the new release by Fox Entertainment of Epic. In the modeling station you see where Mub and Grub turn from an idea into actual reality through storyboards and the use of technology along with clay medium so that the director, the actors get to know the character better.
For about 4.5 years now here at Blue Sky, and I'm in the rigging department, so you could also call me a rigger. And what we do is actually something that's a little bit hard to explain. It's sometimes, when you go to modeling or other departments, it's pretty straightforward what we do. What we do is a little bit hidden, and that's good because I think if you can't, exactly point out what we did, that's probably a good thing because then we did our work really good. So what we do is we are putting a skeleton into the characters. So if you think of a puppet on strings, when you start out, you have the parts of that character. You have a wooden head, maybe wooden arms, but nothing's connected. You get those parts and that's it. Nothing moves. So what we are basically doing is we are putting the strings into that puppet and connect all the parts of that character that have been previously static. But now we basically connect everything with joints so that an animator can go in and basically move the puppet. So we are putting in the strings. And that's sometimes even pretty difficult and very complicated, and that's why normally what we do is we automate a lot of things so that later on the animator doesn't have to deal with it. And I can show you this. This is basically, I worked on the character Nimgaloo, and he was especially tricky because, as you can see, he has like 6 arms and 4 legs, which is normally if you actually work on a human character, you have to deal with a little bit less limbs. So he is a caterpillar, and if you have a look, this is basically how we get him from modeling.
What software is this?
That's Maya.
Maya, okay.
So I get him like this from modeling, and nothing's moving. It's really just basically a wooden kind of static model. And then what we do is, and this is something, you can see it's getting really complicated. So we put in joints and all kinds of things, and this is actually something that the animator also never really sees because it gets a little bit confusing, especially as you can see in the face. There's all
what we do in animation and how we do our thing. Obviously, we're responsible for making the characters perform and act and move in the final picture, and I will show you just briefly what the characters look like to us when we're animating them. We'll see a very a more basic version of the character in the computer than you'll see on the final film. So it's sort of lower resolution, and it won't have all the nice lighting and all the effects or necessarily all the set in the background. And that's in an effort just to make what we do in animation as quick as possible so that the computer sees as light and as fast as it possibly can be. So this is an example of one of our characters from Epic. This is Ronin. I was a lead on Ronin with a couple of other guys in animation here. What that means is we're responsible for working with rigging to make sure that the final computer puppet is ready for production. We're also working with the director to do some early tests so that he can help define the character for the movie, what his attitude is going to be, how he's going to move, how he's going to look, all that sort of stuff. So if you see all these buttons here, these are all different control points that we have for the puppet. So we have control for the head, obviously. We can make his head spin around in a frightening way. We have direct controls for the body to do all the big stuff. We can make him move forward and move up and down. Can you make him stick out his sword?
Yes.